sleeping
Welcome
now.
to tea time.
Yes, welcome to tea time. We, in order to help us get around the country and do book signings and things, if you watched our live the other day, we now own a RV. Get around with our massive dogs. So we just got back, but we picked it up in Indiana. We drove through Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, with this great big RV attached to us.
I feel like you aged 10 years driving that RV. We did not drive the RV through Chicago. Oh my gosh.
No, we went
Traffic
the
in
long way
Chicago.
around Chicago.
Crazy.
But the traffic in Dallas was none better, I will tell you that. They like to use construction barriers as lane lines. So it was an amazing journey. Airborne all the way, Brad Influencer.
No, bad influencer.
Oh, bad influencer. Bad eyes is what I have.
Lily read your book for the second time last night. Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much.
Enrique's going to see us on Friday.
Oh, yay. We're going to be in Pearland
on Friday.
On Friday.
I'm going to
Houston,
let the dog out.
Kirkendall,
Who let the dog out?
Bryan College Station over this weekend. So if you live in those areas, Pearland, Houston, Kirkendall, Bryan College Station.
Ooh, you said it right. Kirkendall.
Well, it's written down. It had to be written down, or else I would keep calling it cuckoo cachoo. So if you're in any of those areas, Houston, Kirkendall, Bryan College Station, Pearland, check out our website, ShawnWarner.com, for all the times, locations, and things like that where we will be. And the name of the book is Lee Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor.
We're going to open this.
And for those who don't know, it's the story of a teenage girl who teams up with a ghost with multiple personalities to solve the mystery of her parents' murder. And it's getting great reviews, so thank you everybody who reviewed.
You were up to like 6,000 reviews.
That's an incredible
It's a little
number.
crazy.
It's mind-boggling. It doesn't happen to debut authors, just so you know. That's so unusual for a first book out of an author. So thank you all very much, because that was all on you. We're getting lots of waves.
And do you have an audio version? So first off, before you answer the audio version, these book boxes, you guys check them out. So not only do you get your book, can you see this? So you get the book.
I'm trying to get out of the picture here.
Don't get out of the picture. They want to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. So
we're a mess.
We are a little bit of a mess. Can you tell? Yeah. You get a bookmark and sticker or stickers. These are super cool, which now I can't even pick it up. So.
Oh yeah, I love these things.
These are awesome.
These are reading logs. I just love those things. You put the title of the book.
We'll talk about the audiobook in just a second.
What you thought of it, your rating, and when you start it or finish it, whichever you prefer to put in there, and you can use the whole thing as a bookmark. It's a really great reading log.
Note card from Shawn.
And you get
a couple of tie-dye journals. Mm-hmm. These are so cool.
They are. I'm always writing in little books like that, little notes to keep my day organized, where I need to be, who I talk to, and things like that.
So, and if you don't want the book box, yes, the book is available on audio version, right?
We were on a road trip. We were on
Texas to
road trip. Texas to Indiana and back again.
That was crazy.
And we used that opportunity to listen to the audiobook, and it was amazing. Oh, she did such a good job of reading that audiobook.
Yeah, so we listened to the audiobook. It was really good. I don't think we left Lee in a bad place.
No.
But we do need to finish it.
The Gabe Shot says hugs from Brazil. Well, thank you. Wow, from Brazil. It always amazes me where people are from.
No, so Shawn did not do the audiobook, it's Teresa Bakken, and she does an
Oh
amazing
my
job.
gosh, she did such a good job. It's
Sash-
way better than I would have done. So the thing about the subscription, so we bought the that RV to help us get around to book signings in different parts of the country and things like that. But the subscriptions and all the gifts and things, anything we get on social media, we're turning it right back around to fund those trips. And so that money is going right back around to you guys to help us get around the country. So thank you for your subscriptions and for supporting us and helping us get hopefully to where you are. That's amazing. And if I'm going to say again, if you're in Houston, Kirkendall, Pearland, Bryant College Station.
There is no game this weekend, so if you're in Bryant College Station, ooh, you've got a little heart.
Yeah, if you're in those areas, we're going to be there this weekend. If you live in the Arlington, Texas area, we will be at the Martin High School Craft Fair.
Next weekend,
not this weekend, because we'll be in Houston, Pearland, Kirkendall, Bryant College Station. But the following weekend, we will be at the Martin Craft Fair. So come by and check all the cool crafts out that they have. And we would love to see you if you're down in the Houston area. I love talking to people at book signings.
He really does.
It's like, hello from Mexico.
No way. Hola. Do you guys want live from the book signings? Because I hear you guys love them. They're a little bit of a disaster.
They're kind of crazy.
And by a disaster, I mean like we're a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, you think this is bad? You should see us at a book signing. It's
pandemonium.
Terrible.
People coming in. Esther
in England.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Esther. They're reading Lee Howard. They're just about to start reading Lee Howard. Well, happy birthday, Esther. I hope you enjoy the book. Ghosts in October. Who thought that would be a thing? When am I going to be in L.A.? I don't know. It's definitely something we're talked about. We're starting in South Texas and branching out, and hopefully we will make it to L.A. and things like that. However, since we're talking about L.A., I'm still moving forward. There is an offer.
Is this tea time dropping? We're dropping tea.
We're spilling some tea at the moment. Yeah, there is talk about buying the rights to make either a movie or TV production out of the book. That doesn't mean it'll ever be made into a movie or TV production, but there is talk of buying the rights.
How's that for some tea?
It's a step-by-step process, and the first part is getting the rights reserved. Yes, that is so exciting. Thank you. I would love that too. Rebecca Berkeley?
A movie would be amazing, right?
It would be amazing, yeah. So there's that happening. So thank you for joining our tea time. We're having tea with no bickies.
We have no biscuits.
We have no
today. We have no cookies.
We just got home and we had so many other things to do.
Becca, hello, Northern Ireland.
From Northern Ireland. So we were just saying we're having tea with no bickies, and I think there's an Irish song, "The Pub with No Beer." So
really?
It's just as bad as tea with no bickies and a pub with no beer.
There's an Irish song, "A Pub with No Beer." How is that even? That's like a dirge. Like, how do you go to a pub with that? Is really sad.
It's a very sad song.
That is a very sad song. Mine
is that English breakfast tea?
It's
St. Mary's.
It's St. Mary's, which I still love that story.
So we were actually in Ireland about a year ago now, I guess.
A yearish, yeah.
And we were driving down the road, and
Haley's obsessed with your book. Sorry.
A couple of radio DJs were talking about Saint Barry, if he's an actual saint, and they were saying he was the patron saint of hot beverages.
It was like a trivia game, and so they were asking people who called in,
a real saint or not?
Is it a saint or not a saint? And only in Ireland, right? You would have a show like that where they were asking contestants like the patron saint of hot beverages, Saint Barry's, and we started just laughing our bottoms off.
It was hilarious. It really was.
Yeah, so this is what we're drinking. It's usually English breakfast or Irish
Yeah.
breakfast, but now it's berries tea.
Or whatever we're in the mood for. So I branch
Oh.
out into Earl Grey sometimes.
Care Bear said you even left a note and an autograph in her copy, so thank you. Yeah, you guys, when you order, so he's kind of fun. When you order books off of the shop, so signed books, not only do you'll get the book and you'll get bookmark and sticker, but occasionally you like to surprise readers, and he'll write stuff. He'll write
very, very rarely, so don't be don't be upset if there's
but
not anything in
occasionally he
yours,
does
'cause
do something like that.
very rarely, but sometimes I'll put something on a different page.
We got a book.
We got a book.
I don't know what that means, but I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, and Instagram's like, what book are they getting? So on TikTok, they're sending stuff. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
But
So the book.
apparently they can hear us on Instagram. Last time we went
I hope
live on
so.
Instagram, nobody heard us. So I'm so glad you're
Yeah,
here.
I'm glad you can hear us.
Let us know where you're joining from.
Those emojis are just so fun.
Did you find there is a tea time emoji that we put in there? That was super cool. Hopefully you see that. Amber's watching from England.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
And I
What's your
guess-
favorite part of the book?
Tea time.
Oh, there's lots of good parts of the book. Who is that?
Amen. Salam.
Amen Salam asks, what's my favorite part of the book? I enjoy the part where she's arguing with him about climbing out the window, and gets all like moody because he's daring her to climb out the window, and she's just like, because she got dared to do it, she had to do it, which is foolish, but what a teenage thing to do. If you're dared to do it, you gotta do it. No, she wasn't happy, but she did it. I love that part. There's so many good parts to the book.
So you've read this before. Do you guys want me to read it, or you want him? They probably want you to read it. Do you want a reading? You've done a reading
From
before.
Ottawa, Canada, Canadian RN 74. Wow.
Crazy. So I'm Lizette. I'm the plus one.
No.
I'm the wife.
More
Oh,
than one.
Annalie Nichols says our favorite author.
Oh, thank you.
How sweet.
It's definitely not a
Thank you.
plus one.
So-
You're my handler. You keep me on the right track, and everything else.
We hope.
Joys of owning dogs. You have to let them out and put them in, and then they want back in and out and in and out. So,
Yes. They want to know if there's going to be a sequel.
a sequel. I'm working on plotting the second book for Lee Howard and the Ghosts of
Really?
Simmons Pierce Manor.
He's hungry. I'm going to go feed the dog.
Yeah.
Keep going.
So, yeah, so I'm working on plotting that. It's in the construction phase. For those of you who are writers and have read the book or have written a book, you know that when you're done with the book, you're kind of tired. You have to take a break. I'm writing other stuff though, and I am working on. Paused. We're doing crazy things on our second feed here.
Hopefully they can still see us.
Hopefully.
So Naomi loved your book. So
Well, thank you.
you are working on a sequel. How does it feel to be famous? What? Parker, you're going to have to tell us more.
What happened? What?
Parker said that their whole school was talking about
Oh, no way.
either this or you. I don't know.
Oh, that is so cool. 'Cause I
Somebody's-
love it when kids read. I mean, kids, you're probably in high school and definitely not a kid anymore. I love it when young people read because that is such a huge thing to me. And I want young people to read and rediscover reading is fun. That used to be the number one recreation. Of course, this was eons ago, but I want it back on the list of recreation. So I'm just so thrilled that young people are reading the book.
So Daniela is asking, what's the book, the genre? You want to give the pitch for the book? And
Sure.
she's thinking about gifting it to her daughter.
Okay. Yeah, so the book's title is Lee Howard and the Ghosts of Simmons Pierce Manor. It's a young adult adventure story. I say it's for ages 13 and up. It's the story of a teenage girl who teams up with a ghost with multiple personalities to help solve the mystery of her parents' murder. So I hope your daughter is old enough to enjoy it.
It starts out dark, so
It
you
does start out. That's
usually
why I say 13 and up. As a parent, I would like to know these things too. So yeah, she starts off in a bad spot because her parents are murdered. But she gets better, and the story gets better over the course of the
well, the
story.
story starts out hot and it keeps going hot,
Yeah, well,
but
it
as far as
starts out dark,
darkness,
but it
I know what you meant.
doesn't stay that way all the way through. There's
Kaylee, order it
next
from
to
the
no
shop.
profanity or graphic, much of anything. I'm a guilt-ridden Irish Catholic, so there's none of that in there, I'm afraid.
Well,
So
it
it's a
is,
pretty
but
clean.
you're not graphic
It's
about it.
yeah. It's a clean read. How many
So
sleepless nights did you have before your book blew up? How many sleepless nights?
thank you,
That's an
genuinely.
interesting question. How many sleepless nights did I have before the book blew up? Honestly, none. And here's why. Things happen in your life, and they're going to happen. If I was all
Wisdom
upset
from
about
Shawn.
it and, worried and stressed and stayed up all night, that would not help me sell a single book. Those kind of things do not work. So, none. I just woke up every morning, did the best I could, went to bed every night knowing that I put in 100%. And that's got to be enough for all of us. And I would encourage everyone to kind of search themselves and make sure that's enough for you, because the rest of the stuff, worrying and all that other stuff, benefits you nothing.